What's going on, Flicks Talkers? Welcome back to another movie review, this time for the VOD release of You Should Have Left. It is rated R. It has a runtime of 1 hour and 33 minutes, and it is a horror thriller movie. Now, this film did come out directly to VOD, like I said, June 18th, 2020. It's directed by David Koepp, who also did Stir of Echoes, Secret Window, and one of my favorite guilty pleasures, Ghost Town, as well as writing the screenplays for Jurassic Park and Carlito's Way, as well as Spider-Man. Now, the reason why I mention his whole resume, guys, is because this film in particular is the lowest tier I have ever seen in that list. And I'll get into a lot of my dislikes because the likes are barely there for this movie. So before I tear this movie apart, guys, here's a quick synopsis for They Should Have Left. A former banker, his actress wife, and their spirited daughter book a vacation at an isolated modern home in the Welsh countryside where nothing is quite as it seems. Alright guys, so this movie does start off with Kevin Bacon, and it does let us know that he is having nightmares. He is holding on to something internally that we don't get an explanation for about halfway through the movie, and it's explained by his wife to the daughter. So that's one thing that I really wish was a missed opportunity. I mean, I wish they would elaborate it a little bit more, and especially from the father to the daughter, so that way they can creepily get through this journey that they're about to go through in this haunted house setting. So it is kind of a paranormal, and like I said, a lot of people are comparing it to The Shining. It's not even close. It's not even bottom tier bootleg Shining, if I have to say so myself. So that comparison is non-even-existent in my mind. So while I was watching this, guys, the first hour is extremely boring. There's a lot of nightmare sequences, so we get it. Kevin Bacon's character is just full of these secrets and things that he has not talked about yet, although the wife has told the daughter about his deep dark secret, and the daughter's trying to explore, what happened, daddy. She keeps calling him Baba for some reason, which really threw me off. I remember hearing that word Baba, but that was like in an Indian culture or a different kind of culture. So this is an American family. I don't know why she's calling him Baba. It was extremely weird. I had it on subtitles, so I was trying to pay attention and figure out what was going on, but this movie was extremely boring. Like I said, in the first part of the movie, you don't start getting into any exposition or any real explanation about this creepy house exactly 1 hour into the movie, guys. And I wish all of this stuff about the house started happening about halfway through the film, so it could have held my interest. I was constantly looking at my phone just thinking, when is this movie gonna end? But it just kept going on and on. And the sad part is Kevin Bacon is actually trying to act in this movie. Amanda Seyfried is actually trying to act in this movie. And the side backstories of like her profession as someone that is an actress, totally boring. It made no sense. I believe she was on the set of Furious 7, so they kind of implemented a movie inside of a movie to show that, she was a working actress, and it didn't even matter. It doesn't even had no bearing on the actual story whatsoever, other than they are stressed out and they need to go on a vacation, which they could have made up any explanation for that. They could have said, oh, they got in a fight or whatever, and then now they got to go relieve some stress off in the countryside. So all that being said, guys, it does set up for this creepy house, which is not creepy whatsoever. You look up the top creepiest houses, Amityville, Paranormal even, which was not a creepy house. It was just a regular house, but the way they kind of set it up inside with the dark hallways and whatnot made it creepy. This house is so well lit and so modernized, nothing about it is scary whatsoever. So jumping to everything that you guys see in the trailer, which is the house itself, guys, was, we get this, paranormal presence. We get a bunch of shadows and jump scares shown throughout the movie, which I hate jump scares. You guys know that. I hate them for the fact that they are cheap, cheap, ugly ploys for these horror movies, especially modern horror movies, guys. And Blumhouse loves to use these. So anyways, they do use that tactic in this film, guys, and it is terribly executed. They show a bunch of flashback sequences or nightmare sequences of this creepy man that's not even creepy whatsoever, and there's a little spin twist on it towards the end that was just not even scary whatsoever. So underneath all of this cheap jump scares, guys, you have a issue of why this is all happening, and that part I kind of liked. It was kind of him battling his inner demons, as well as the daughter kind of flooding into his own nightmares. So, essentially it's him battling with himself, his double. We get to see that in the trailer itself. But overall, the execution and the length until we got that execution was just so lazy and boring. I definitely hated this movie through and through. I think it's one of the bottom tier Blumhouse movies. Not as worse, not as bad as Fantasy Island per se or Truth or Dare, but it's definitely the lower tier, guys. So I got to give this one a 2 out of 5, saying I would not pay $20 to check this out on VOD. I probably wouldn't even check this out at all. I can't recommend this movie. Kevin Bacon, I'm so sorry, man, but that's kind of my final thoughts on it. All right, guys, have you seen They Should Have Left? I really should have left the room when I put this on. If you guys did appreciate my review, please give me a thumbs up. Make sure you guys are hitting that subscribe and bell notification for more movie content like this. Till next time, guys, I'm gone. Peace.